Well, it's been a minute since I've done anything like this because I've been really busy and I haven't had time to do any of this. In fact, I've been working on the video that you're watching for like 2.5 weeks because I filmed part of it and then I got distracted and didn't film this part. But first and foremost, I have some stickers. I ordered them from a different company because Sticker Mule is like their prices have gone up and I don't know, I didn't feel like spending the money on that. But the ones I ended up getting, I got for a really low price. They're about 4 inches long, and I'm asking $3 a piece. So they're half the price of the ones I sold initially, which people on YouTube never even had access to because I only offered them to people on Instagram. But this time I've got 30 stickers, so there's plenty for whoever wants them, and I'll pay postage. So if you want one, you shoot me an email directly at FridaysTheBomb@gmail.com. Please put stickers in the subject line because that way I can sort the emails better, and then it makes it easier to verify that I've actually shipped one to everybody. But then shoot me an email, tell me how many you want, and I'll give you PayPal information, and we can exchange shipping information and all that stuff. So yeah, there's that. And then I want to mention that, I mean, I've been doing this now for I think 2 years, and there's a handful of guys who I talk to on a regular basis who watch my videos, and some of them send me stuff. First guy I have to mention, his name is Blaine. He lives, I don't remember where you live, Blaine. I just got a bug in my eye though. But I've sent him stickers before, and he's sent me goodies before, and after I made that last video where I was screwing around with my carburetor, Blaine sent me a complete FMF power-up kit, the complete kit. So I installed that, and today we're going to do a comparison video with power and MPG. Before I installed this kit, this motorcycle had what's called the Dave's Carb Mod, which is where you shim the sock needle, you drill some holes in the slide, and then you basically just rejet it, and it gives you a little richer mixture and it more power and a little better throttle response. People do that because it's cheap and it's easy. It's an easy way to get power and kind of open up the power of the motorcycle without buying a full kit. So that's what had been done to this motorcycle, which I verified in that last video. So then I took this kit, the FMF kit, which comes with a new needle with an adjustable shim, basically. Instead of actually having to shim it with a washer, they have a little circlip thing that fits onto the needle. So, installed that. It comes with a bigger main jet and the needle, and comes with a different spring for the slide. I installed all of it, although it was brought to my attention by somebody who claims to be an expert that the drilled slide won't work correctly with the lightweight spring. And they may or may not be right, but I don't know enough about this. So let me know what you think. Because I installed the lightweight spring on my drilled out slide. It seems to be running okay, at least under power, but I am having idling issues again. But anyway, let's get into the results of this comparison that I did. Actually, I haven't watched the two videos side by side yet because I just recorded the one with the new jet kit. So I don't know how different or non-different the acceleration test is. But from second to fifth gear, here it is. So that was neat, or not, I don't know. But the miles per gallon test I think is interesting because what I did was I filled up the bike and I rode exactly 10 miles from the gas station, as much on the highway as I could, maintaining 65 miles an hour as much as possible. With the Dave's Carb Mod and stock needle with a, what did I have, a 160 main jet, the bike got 43 miles per gallon, almost exactly. And then with the FMF jet kit, which comes with a 165 main jet and a different needle, I got about 40.5 miles per gallon doing the exact same run. So I did exactly 10 miles, mostly at 65 miles, and exactly 10 miles, and I turned around back to the gas station. So it's more like 20. But I did most of it at 65 miles an hour. Pretty big difference, I think. I mean, 3 miles per gallon, that's 4.9 gallon tank. That's about 15 miles of range. that I'm now down if I was to go on an adventure where it required range. Worth noting. But as far as what it feels like, I think it feels better. It feels punchier for sure. But when I got on it today, this is the first time I've actually ridden it with this jet kit in. I mean, I rode it around my neighborhood the night that I installed it, but today I've been riding it around, and it seems like the idle is giving me problems again, which was strange because in the last video I had taken my carburetor apart to try to correct the idle problem, and I discovered the mixture, or the plug was brown, so I leaned the idle screw. Basically just give it a better idle mixture, which I've learned thanks to everyone who watches these videos and gives me information that the idle screw only affects the idle, or the mixture screw only affects the idle. It does not have an effect when you open the throttle. It's no longer really doing anything, which makes sense. So basically I turned that thing, it was turned out 2.5 turns, and the thing was rich, so I was like, alright, I'll turn it 2 turns out. And it idled perfectly, actually. It ran great. Now I've installed this jet kit with the spring and the needle, and it stalls. It stalls when I stop, and I don't know why. The mixture screw is still set where it was, and I guess the idle screw I could turn up a little bit, but I don't think that's a problem. I did turn it down because after I had ridden around with after the last video, it seemed to be idling high, and so I turned the idle down a little bit. I mean, I don't have a screwdriver with me, so I can't mess with it like right now. But if I just lit off, I mean that really doesn't want to run. Oh, I mean, that really sounds like shit, man. Turn the idle screw, give me more, but I don't have anything to turn it with. Is there like a rock around here or something I can stick in there? Is this plastic or glass? It's plastic. That should work. Just a piece of trash on the ground to turn my idle screw. So I don't know, maybe the idle's set wrong. Maybe, but what I was thinking earlier was that maybe the slide plays a role at idle. I would assume the slide comes into play when your needle is in play. Ooh. What the fuck, man? Well, I suppose it's worth mentioning since we're here and we're looking at it. I've been working on creating a flex shaft extension cable for the mixture screw, and I have it attached to this little indicating knob, and so now I can actually turn this knob and modify my mixture, and if you just heard that, it did make a difference. Still seems like it's idling low to me. When I get home and I have access to a screwdriver, I'll mess with it some more. But this has been really handy. I'm working on refining it. I think I can make it look better, and I can make it cheaper, and I can make it more sturdy. So once I get that done, I'll be talking about that. And I'd like to try to sell some if people are interested in an extension knob for their mixture screw. Let me know if you are. I just figure I can make them for a price that makes it seem worth attempting to sell. But it'll only fit the XR650L, so I'm a little worried about anyone even finding it online. Anyway, this has been an extended conversation of what was really supposed to be just me chatting about my this comparison between the Dave's Carb Mod and the FMF Power Up Jet Kit. Anyway, if you want some stickers, go ahead and shoot me an email. $3 a piece. You get 2 for $6. That's a good deal. Good deal, man. Put them on your motorcycle. You can put them on your cat. You can put them on your wife. They look good on everything. Other than that, I'm just kind of doing maintenance on this bike lately. I just got a new chain. I need to clean my air filter, and then I'll be set for another season of camping. In October, I want to go out and try to do some squirrel hunting with this thing. Go camping with a gun and try to make some squirrel stew. I think that'll be pretty fun. So, look forward to that. And thanks for watching.